Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Of course, I had to redo this video again. Had to make some corrections. Um, yeah, I want to just talk about the the new name um, for the Washington football team. Of course, before that, it was the Washington Redskins. I want to just discuss that a little bit. It's not going to be a long video. But of course, for me, I'm a little disappointed. I really don't like the name. I think their team will always be the Redskins. I mean, you can't throw away 80 years, almost 90 years of a legacy like that. So, but I understand. I mean, because if you look at the Washington Wizards, before there was a Wizards, it was the Washington Bullets. And it was saying that the reason why they changed the name, as far as my understanding, because there was a lot of crime in Washington, D.C. And that's the reason why a lot of people was getting shot and stuff like that. That's the reason why they changed it to the Wizards. And I could, but it's always going to be the Bullets at the end of the day. I just feel like also too, I just feel like there's a lot of fake fans. I've heard a lot of fans that said, well, I never liked the name Redskins, It was always offensive, but, they're a fan. No, you are a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You got a lot of false flaggers out there, a lot of false flagging fans. I've seen one video where a guy read a comment and how one of the fans was upset how they changed the name. And then you heard this one dude say, "Oh well," because the guy said, one of the fans said, "Well, I'm going to switch another team. I don't want to be part of a team, because the guy was upset with the name." So you heard a guy say, "Well, bye, get out of here." Some fans, they cool with it. They too comfortable. They was really excited, too quick to be excited of the name change. To me, they're fake fans. So you got a lot of false flaggers out there. Because there's something you just can't get over the Redskins like that. Just something you just can't get over like that. And yes, I'm not gonna. Being that is now that the new name is the Commanders, it is something that I guess the fans have to get used to, but it's going to take some time. I want to screen share something because I saw a podcast where a guy said Well, they starting. They wanted to start fresh. They wanted to start from ground zero. Redskins is in the past. We got to start fresh. We got to start new. You know, they wanted to get away from the Redskins and start all over again. Okay, fine, that's good. But my whole thing is this: is like, okay, then if you're gonna start fresh, that means you got to get rid of everything. Anything that reminds you of the Redskins, that has to go. So when they show the uniforms, they're still trying to hold on to the legacy of the Redskins, which it doesn't make any sense to me because the name doesn't fit the colors. So I was a little disappointed of the uniforms. So if you claim that you're gonna call this name the Commanders, you know, I understand that DC is a military district. I get it, but then the uniforms got to match what Commanders wear. We already know that they say the president is the commander-in-chief. You know what I mean? You got commanders in the military. What do commanders wear? Army fatigue. The colors got to be either navy blue or maybe black. But the colors has to change. It has to fit. We have to make it seem that we are commanders. I didn't see that in the uniform, so I'm a little disappointed. To me, it was a sloppy job. It was a sloppy job. It was too sloppy for me. I didn't see where they kept the legacy. I think the legacy, if they would have named it Red Hogs, because Hogs came from the original offensive linemen that gave us Super Bowls, that gave us Super Bowl championships, and that would have been keeping a legacy. That would have been honoring them. So I really didn't see where the legacy in the name or even in the uniform. So I'm gonna screen share this because for me, so as you can see, that's the logo now. And they show all the times that we went to the Super Bowl. We won 3 out of the 5, as you can see. And the legacy started in 1932. So I didn't understand why now they want to change the name after all those years. That doesn't make any sense. So now they become the Commanders. So I think the logo looks stupid to me. It's just too much going on in the logo. But now that this logo is behind these new jerseys now, which I'm going to show. So and these supposed to be the new the new uniforms now. Um, I don't know. Doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. They trying to keep the burgundy and gold. I don't know how that's going to play out. I really don't. But this is what they displayed. As you can see, they still try to keep the Redskins legacy by wearing the burgundy and gold. To me, again, this has nothing to do with the Commanders. Commanders do not wear burgundy and gold. Like I said, it's either Army fatigue or, the colors are usually navy blue. And I wish they could have just worked on this a little better. Like I said, if you're going to get rid of it, you got to get rid of everything. Everything that reminds you of the Washington Redskins, you got to get rid of it. If you started from the ground zero, if you starting fresh. So I just think that it looks boring. It just looks the uniform looks boring, and like I said, they did a really sloppy job of promoting, of showing, of presenting this out. And this is the black, the uniform in black. As you can see, they still have the numbers on the uniform. There's really no. That's another thing I don't understand. There's no logo everybody else have a logo that represent the team. We just still have numbers on the team, which is to me looks stupid. I think the best part of this is with the stars and stripes on the uniforms. So I think the black they could have proved that a little bit more. That really come close of which the name represent. But I like the black better. And they should just have a navy blue. But I think they should get rid of the burgundy and gold. Because it really doesn't have anything to do with the Commanders. But the black, and they should have a burgundy and gold. Not a burgundy and gold, I'm sorry. They should have a navy blue and gold. So the outfit should be really navy blue or black. And I don't mind this color is nice. This is nice, but I hope they don't make it too close like the Pittsburgh Steelers, because the Pittsburgh Steelers have a black and gold uniform. So you got to be very careful trying to mimic, because that's their uniform. I would just say put it in navy blue. And make the uniforms a little different, Army fatigue if they can do it. But again, I think, like I said, it has to be unique. I think that the uniforms need to improve the uniforms a little bit more. But I don't see how keeping the legacy of making this burgundy and gold, how's that fit with the Commanders? I just think it looks stupid. But the only thing only uniform that looks nice is the black. It's the black one. Yeah, I just want to say my thoughts on this. I just think that they did a sloppy job. So I don't know how that's going to affect the team. But there's a lot of disappointed fans. The fans is very disappointed. I mean, we do still miss the Redskin logo with the Native Indian head on it. Everybody know the history of it. It was definitely was expired by a Native Indian who presented the logo, and we have done that. We have honored the Native Indians, or the natives, I should say, on the land. I don't know what anybody would have take that from them, but there was nothing wrong with the logo. There was nothing wrong with the name. I mean, a lot of Native Indians that spoke out and said they didn't have a problem with the name. A lot of them were fans. So for them to, and like I said, I think it's all propaganda. Daniel Snyder did not want to change the name. He made it perfectly clear, but of course his hands was tied when the investors and the sponsors was threatening to take away funding. So he had no choice. And trust me, he did not want to change the name, but his hands was tied. So it's kind of messed up. So like I said, this is something we got to get used to. As a fan and a person that was born in DC, it's disappointing. It's really disappointing. But again, to me, it will always be the Washington Redskins. It will always be held to the Redskins. You know what I'm saying? So, just say my thoughts. Was announced. The new team was announced yesterday. I did a video yesterday about it, but I had to make some corrections, so I had to say, let me just redo the video. But yeah, I just feel like they could have worked on the uniforms a little bit more and made it more military-like. That's the point I'm trying to make. It should have been more military-like. And there's nothing military about what I'm looking at. If you're going to call yourself the Commanders, you got to look like a commander. Not only putting stars on the uniforms, not only putting stars and stripes on the uniforms, but put some imitation of medals on the uniforms. I don't like the helmets. The helmets, they need to put like a solid, that W sucks. I don't like the W. I just don't, it's just not working. But I get it. I guess they trying to do like the New York Giants, because the New York Giants got a NY on their uniform. So I guess they try to mimic the New York Giants. So I just think they could have, like I said, they could need to work on the uniforms. So I think that's it for now. I just want to say my thoughts on it. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the name. I wish it was Red Hawks. Because technically we should be, the whole purpose of sports is to basically get away from politics. And this is more like a political move. I really just didn't. The Commanders, in my opinion, don't really have nothing to do with the sports. It's not, I think sports is not really fun no more like it used to. Everything is more like politics and um, you know, everybody has this political agenda, and I'm just not feeling that. It's not Sports is not fun no more like it used to, and to me it doesn't matter if they change the name or not. Um, if you're not building a good system to so you can win games, having a name change doesn't mean anything. Um, but I think the people who wanted the name change was a bunch of people, in my opinion, who wasn't NFL fans. There's a bunch of paid liberals that wanted to stir up trouble after the George Floyd situation, and they used that opportunity to get after my team, which has nothing to do with the George Floyd situation. It has nothing to do with the George Floyd, but they used that as this political movement. These so-called liberals, these patriotic liberals, and it's very hurtful. It's just very disappointing. You're gonna go after the team that has nothing to do with that with that situation. Actually, that was whatever happened. That happened in that state, and it didn't happen in D.C. So why are you, attacking a NFL team? It's funny how they attack the Washington Redskins, but the Cowboys is very offensive because it was black people, enslaved Africans, black people were called cowboys during slavery. Okay? They were called boys. Black men were called boys that was forced to take care of the horses and the cattle. But for some reason, the Cowboys is not offensive. The Cowboys is not offensive. It's just bugged out. The Vikings, for some reason, as far as the stories I heard about the Vikings, how they pillage and rape women, but the Vikings is not offensive. But that's okay. So there's this agenda that they putting out that I'm starting to see. And this and I'm gonna keep it 100, this white superiority complex that they trying to, or this white domination they trying to put out. So it's very political. And I'm just not feeling it. How it's just going down. So again, just saying my thoughts. To be honest with you, I'm not feeling the uniforms. I'm not feeling the name, but like I said, I guess it's something I got to get used to. Hopefully they'll improve the uniforms later down the line. But as far as what I'm looking at right now, it's just, these uniforms are just straight garbage. These uniforms are just straight garbage. Just something they just patched together. The name itself is stupid. You can't even shorten the name, the Commanders. It's not like you could. It's not like other teams. Like you could shorten the name, like the Patriots. You can call them the Pats. With the Redskins, you could say the Skins. You can't even shorten it. I mean, unless you could say the Manders. unless you can say the great Manders, but you can't say the COM because that's going to sound, you know, you can't say the COMM or COM. You can't say that, but you can say the Manders. So it just sounds stupid. It doesn't even have a good ring to it. So it's just like there's no way you could shorten the word. So I'm just a little disappointed. Just everything is just like I said. This was a sloppy job that they just put together. The uniforms don't really match the name. Only thing that matched the name a little bit is this black uniform they have here. But they could have did a better job. They could have did a way better job. But that's it. I'll just say my thoughts on it. Like I said, to me, it will always be the Redskins to me. But since the name has changed, I'll just go with it, and maybe hopefully down the line I would just have to accept the new name. But keeping the red and gold, I think they should throw that out because that has nothing to do with the Commanders. That color is Redskins colors. It's Redskins colors. It has nothing to do with the Commanders. Even the red and white has nothing to do with the Commanders. The only thing that come close is the black, and I think it should be black and navy blue. So, and I think that's what they should just do it that way: navy blue and gold, or black and gold. But I would say I would just navy blue, maybe some army fatigue type of jerseys to really bring them out. That's just my thoughts. Because if you're going to start from ground zero, you got to start brand new, then start brand new all the way. You know, leave the old legacy where it is. Leave that to where it is. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this. I really don't have any much to say on this. I'm just like, you know, it just looks stupid, man. It just looks stupid. So that's all my thoughts. And the only thing I gotta say is, let's see what happens in the future. Let's see if they're gonna win games with this name. Let's see if they're gonna win games. So, with that said, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace.